When I think of a Shai-Gilgeous Alexander build, the first couple of things that come to mind are his silky smooth playstyle paired with a long wingspan that helps him be effective on both sides of the court. Now in making this build, I really wanted to see if this type of playstyle could translate to a 2K build, so without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this SGA MVP build that I made and see if it was worth the money. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, turn them noties on, share it with auntie and granny. Jesus Christ first, always, man. Enjoy. YouTube, Romanic, aka Gabriel Robski. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. Thank you guys for tuning into another video. Look, it's been a little while, but I'm back with a vengeance. SGA build. You guys saw it in the title. SGA MVP build. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it, but before we do that, like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and get you a sip of that. I don't know if you're doing coffee, if you're doing a different type of beverage, go ahead and get a sip of that. Sit back, relax. Let's enjoy this build video. Real fast, real sweet, real to the point, man. We're going to be Shai-Gilgeous Alexander. We're going to be right-handed in this. We're going to be jersey number 2. Put him on the Grizzlies if you want to be jersey number 2. Let's go ahead and move on. So we're going to be a point guard. We're going to be a height of 6'6", a weight of 195 pounds. We're going to have a wingspan of 6'11". So very closely tied to the actual physical attributes of SGA in real life. So let's go ahead and, as we do in every build video, let's just go ahead and move on and get the speed and the agility and all that stuff out of the way. The physicals, as we would call it, we're going to have an 86 speed. Our agility is going to be a 77. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. And then our strength is going to be a 60. And we just want to get these out of the way because they're often tied to different attributes for our playmaking and stuff like that. But we're going to also have a 67 vertical. And let's go ahead and move on to the finishing. So we all know that SGA can finish very elite at the rim. He's actually a pretty willing dunker. Like I said, he has that super long wingspan, so that helps him get up to the rim. He's also 6'6", a very big guard, but he got some great touch around the rim. So with that being said, we're going to put an 87 driving layup on this build. That's going to give us the Shai-Gilgeous Alexander layup style. You see, we also get bronze physical finisher, silver aerial wizard, silver float game, silver layup layup mix master. Sorry, I'm tongue twisting my words right now, but our driving dunk is going to be an 80 driving dunk. You see, we're going to get right here what that's going to unlock. We're actually going to stay at bronze posterizer, and we're going to have silver aerial wizard, but the main thing that this is going to do is unlock this Devin Booker driving dunk. Definitely the best, I would say, budget driving dunk for the 80 driving dunk. So if you go any higher, it's really going to impact your overall, and it's going to take other attributes away in other areas. So let's go ahead and move on to the standing. I did put a 40 standing dunk so that I could get some standing dunk animations, and I'll show you guys the animation on the screen right here. Boom. Post control, we're going to get an 87, and then you see our close shot has to go up to an 82 close shot. You don't have to put this on your build in the sense that you don't have to put VC into it if you don't want an 82 close shot, but we're actually going to get, once I put the MIDI up, you'll see we're going to get Hall of Fame post fade phenom. I'm gonna do that right now just so I can show you guys. So we're gonna put a 92 MIDI. I did have 6 cap breakers when I made this build, disclaimer, but we're gonna put a 92 MIDI on here, and then we're gonna +1 that to 93. So you see, if we put a 93, we actually get Hall of Fame set shot specialist. You do cap break that, so just make sure you're not actually gonna put at 93 here, put it at a 92, but you see we do get gold shifty shooter, gold deadeye, Hall of Fame post fade phenom. You can really, SGA likes to play with his back to the basket. You could really do a lot of faders. Now, one thing that I will say, and I'm gonna put the animations for my jump shot right here. I'm gonna put my animations for my my sort of hop jumpers and stuff like that you guys will see on the screen here as well. 92 mid-range, you have Hall of Fame post fade phenom. If you use SGA's animations, they're super hard to time, and like I said, I tried to make an SGA build and really make it tailored to all his animations and everything. But in hindsight, if I were you and I want to make an SGA build, you can use different mid post hop shot animations. Use like the Kobe Bryant post fade, only because I found in my personal experience, I don't know if this was tied to the jumper I was using, but I could not time those little crafty jump shots that SGA does, and we all know he's like a silky shooter, and he likes to do these little he's very twitchy. Now I will say that didn't necessarily translate the best into this 2K, only because he doesn't necessarily make a lot of space when he does these sort of dribble twitchy animations that you'll see. Like his go-to shot doesn't make a lot of space. You can also use Jalen Suggs for that, but all these animations are going to be tied to 85 mid-range or 85 jumper, 3-pointer mid-range. I put mine at a 92 because I wanted to be real elite, but I will say that's one thing that I would very much recommend you guys change. Impact, put it on like a post fade of Kobe Bryant, do the go-to shot of Jalen Suggs. SGA's specific animations are very hard to time, and you'll really have to lab this build if you want to go that far with it. But I don't know if I put a lot of finishing highlights, but that's going to be that for the finishing. I kind of got sidetracked into what I wanted to say with the shooting, so I'm going to roll some clips of that. The 3-pointer, we're going to put that at an 80, and then our free throw is going to be an 81. So you're going to see all the shooting animations. We do get gold deadeye, gold set shot specialist. We're actually going to get that to Hall of Fame, like I mentioned. This is going to be a very elite shooting guard, I will say. You can catch and shoot very easily, but there's not enough fun in wanting to just catch and shoot. So I did put a good amount of playmaking on this build too, so you could, if you want to experiment with these SGA animations, I had a tough time with them. I wouldn't recommend them, but if you want to try it, Do so at your own risk. I'm going to go ahead and show you the ball handle if you want to get all of SGA's animations. So let's just go ahead and segue into that. We're going to have an 84 ball handle. We're going to have an 84 speed with ball. And our pass accuracy, we're going to put it at a 78. Now, this is a little low for a guard, but again, I was playing more of a shooting guard role. And once I get the ball, I was going straight to the bucket. So you can put this up if you know for a fact you want to play mainly the PG role. Just put this up to like at least an 82 so you can get, what's it called right here? Gold dimer. Help your teammates out, get gold dimer, be an unselfish point guard. You have to be that. But yeah, I showed you all the animations earlier and I mentioned SGA. You're going to get all of those SGA animations with the 84 ball handle. Do so at your own risk again, because I do say that you could probably put this up to like an 89, get more of De'Aaron Fox crossovers, signature size ups if you want to be really elite. If you only care about SGA, and there's probably a little more good dribble animations that aren't just SGA that are at an 84 ball handle, go ahead, do your thing, do that. But I will say I didn't like the SGA animations. I'm gonna knock the build for that, and I'm gonna recommend that you guys go ahead and either boost that up or find other good ball handle animations that you can unlock at an 84. Speed with ball 84, you see we do get the silver lightning launch. This is a tier 1 badge, so you could, as you get later into the season, put that at gold, but not necessarily too critical of a badge. But let's go ahead and move on to the perimeter defense. I did put a lot of perimeter defense on this build, well, a decent amount, only because SGA does play both ways. You see we get bronze challenger with our 71 perimeter. The main attraction here is going to be our 86 steal. We are going to +5 this, so we are going to actually get a 91 steal on this build. So you see with a 91 steal, we're going to get gold glove and gold interceptor. I would say he's an elite two-way guard. He gets a lot of steals, so that 91 steal is going to help you out a lot. But again, we're going to be at an 86 for this build because we do have those extra 5 cap breakers that we can use. For our block, I did put a little bit of block on this build only because it helps you get contests on the perimeter. So our block's going to be a 62, and there you see the build is complete. Now I will say I did not have a lot of success with these animations. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10 for that reason. If you guys feel like you can have more success with this SGA build, go ahead and try it at your own risk. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this, because one thing that really helped me pull the trigger on this build is because I looked at this, the Shai-Gilgeous Alexander shades, and I said, okay, it's set. It's very much so Shai-Gilgeous Alexander. You're going to get the shades. You're going to be a 3-level scoring threat, but it's just not tailored to how the game in 2K is. I'm saying, like, you need to be able to create a lot of space. SGA doesn't necessarily do that because he relies on his taller frame. He relies on his longer wingspan to be able to just be twitchy, get to his spot, and hit his mid-range. In 2K, it's just not built like that, bro. So make this build with a grain, take all of that with a grain of salt, make this build at your own risk. I'm going to give myself a 6.5 out of 10. I don't think I cooked with this build. But anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, let me know what you thought. I'm going to make a T-Mac build because we just entered this new season and T-Mac is the focal point of this season. So I'm going to make a T-Mac build soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of this build. Grill me in the comments if I didn't cook. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. God loves you guys. Jesus Christ first always. Deuce.